Welcome to this new video tutorial of Atlas TI. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to create code-to-code networks. These are networks that use the strong link relations, that is, relations that are named. So, for example, I can say something like this. Let's say white corn is a type of corn. Black corn is a type of corn, and yellow corn is a type of corn. And if I have subtypes of white, yellow, and black corn, I would also put them in this hierarchical structure that I am creating. Now, a characteristic of code-to-code networks in Atlas TI is that we are not restricted to a specific type of relation. So the example that I gave, I am using perhaps is part of or is a type of relation. Yellow corn is a corn or is a type of corn. However, we are not restricted to these types of hierarchical structures. We can relate codes to codes in any ways. We will determine the meanings, we will define the meanings according to our interpretation of the data. We can have codes connect to other codes through opposition relations. Code A opposes or contradicts code B, cause-effect relations, etc. That's up to you. It's up to the researcher. So let's proceed now to create a very simple taxonomic structure describing different types of services. How do we do this? One way is you go to Networks on top, New Network View, and let's call this Types of Services. The network view or the network editor opens up, and now we need to insert the codes that we want to relate with each other. We have to insert them into this network view. Nodes, import nodes. You can import different types of nodes. By nodes we mean different elements of a project, codes, code families, memos, memo families, and so on. In this case, we really want to import codes. So let's proceed to look for our codes, the ones we want to import. They are the ones that have to do with services. So I'm going to select the first set of codes from chronic disease management to health promotion and import. Close. Now these codes have been imported into my network view. Now I can spread them out manually or automatically by pressing where it says make a semantic layout. Now I also want to import into this view a set of codes using a drag and drop procedure. So what I will do in this case, I will open my code manager, place it side by side next to the network view, and then I will select the codes that I want to insert into my network. So I will insert all of these codes, select them, drag and drop them. Now I will spread them out like this, and we'll proceed to make this a little bit larger like that. All right, so this is going to be a taxonomic structure describing the types of services provided in these clinics that I'm using for this sample project. So I will say services provided will be on top. Now I will say what kinds of services are provided here. We have health services, and we have social services as well. Regarding health services, what do we have? we have chronic disease management, we have women's health, pediatric services, and we also have health promotion. And regarding social services, we have family support so far. How do we make the connections? I want to say that health services and social services, they are part of the services provided by these clinics. I select these two codes, go to the top menu where I see two rectangles connected through a red line, and it says link nodes. Click there and drop this on the target code services provided. A window opens up that gives me a number of relations, and I can choose any of these, but at the same time I can create my own by clicking on Open Relation Editor. Let's say that health services and social services, they are part of the services provided by these clinics. I select is part of. Let's say that chronic disease management, women's health, pediatric services, and health promotion, they are health services. I will select is a. They are. And I will say that family support is a social service. Is a. Furthermore, I will say that community health advisors is part of health promotion. Is part of health promotion. So here I have a very simple taxonomic structure that tells me what I have found so far in my study about the types of services provided by the clinics that I am studying. If I want to make this look a little bit nicer, I can change the color by density and groundedness. And by the way, in parentheses after the name of the code, we have two numbers. The first number represents the level of groundedness of the code. In other words, the number of quotations linked to this code so far, and the second number represents the density or conceptual density of the code, which means the number of codes to which this code is linked directly through a semantic network or code-to-code network. And this is 1 and this is 2, and that's why the number is 2. I said code-to-code network or semantic network. Semantic because codes are related to other codes through meanings. And this finalizes this video tutorial on how to create code-to-code semantic networks. Thank you.